welcome to another episode of Kerbal. Just going to do another mess around in the Sweetumz rocket. I'm just going to do a short trip to the moon. Though, based on my experiences in the J3, I don't think I've got a few to make it there. Particularly in the command section up here, which will be the part I would plan to actually take. Because I think I'm going to need a minimum of 3 tanks and the 2 missiles here and another tank in the centre here, so basically I'll have to build this rocket again. Which I may as well just build it again, because you know, just going in and altering something means I'll actually end up spending longer rearranging the stages. So I'm going to drop out now, and I'll drop back in once this has reached pretty much orbit. There's those. So yeah, see you in orbit. Hello, and we are in orbit. I have attained orbit. The fuel situation isn't great. Not great at all. But we do have a bit, and what I think I can do is I can go to the moon, get in a nice low orbit around the moon, and then fly over it, take some shots, you know, little cruise around the moon, but coming back is not an option, not with the amount of fuel I have. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm pretty much just going to have to add another tank onto each main part, the 2 kind of nacelles at the side that I had earlier, and the main part here. Add a 3rd one, and I may even add not just a 3rd nacelle, a 3rd tank, but I might add a 3rd nacelle, if you will, if you can put up with the Star Trek references. And do that. Well, what we're doing now is that, as you can see, I've done my maneuvers around Kerbin and I burned out for the moon, so we're actually on our way to the moon. But this time we're on our way to the moon properly and not like burned straight off the launch pad, which is what I did the previous times. So we're going to try and get a nice short orbit or low orbit around around the moon, a lot smaller than I had an orbit of, I think it was 3,000 meters in the J. But in this one I'm going to go for about 800 meters above the surface, because some mountain ranges on the moon can reach up to 600 meters. So I figure if I go in for an orbit for about 800 meters, that's a nice margin of error. So hopefully we'll have enough fuel to burn into orbit of the moon and then get that low orbit of 1,000 meters. If not, oh well. And gonna drop out now and come back in as I go into lunar orbit. See you in a moment. Hello again, and see, as you can see here, we had a really weird orbit. Sorry, I accidentally cancelled the recording there. Yeah, we're at warp 1. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do a pretty hefty burn here. Hefty enough that I could use up all my fuel to get into orbit. Yeah, this could seriously use all my fuel. So, this ain't looking good. But hopefully, we will be able to get into a proper orbit of the moon. I'll wait till I reach the apoapsis here. I'll bring this down to about 100,000. Okay. So we have orbit of the moon. Now I just need to speed up time. Bring this down. But I am going pretty slowly. Though I will accelerate as the gravity of the moon pulls me in. As you can see down here now, down here, my speed is increasing. So I'm going to swing in behind the moon. Okay. I want to get as close as I can to this periapsis without going over it. So once I get in close enough to about here, I'm going to... Nope. Oh my god. Need to do a burn here now to get into orbit. And actually, I think I'm just going to do this and I will pop you back in once I'm in orbit. Because this looks like it's going to take a lot of majiggering. Because I have to be wary of my fuel usage. And I'm going to have to pause this anyway because I really need to use the bathroom. So, okay, well, I'll bring this down to something similar. So I'm at 97, I'll bring this down to about the same. No, I won't actually, I'll drop it down to about 50,000. Because we want to go in for a pretty close 70,000, that'll do. Actually, I'm just going to run out and be back in a moment once we're at a lower orbit. I just thought I'd drop in and show this. The sun's about to set here. Which I thought might make a nice little view. There it goes. It jumps down pretty quick. Matter. Well, we're approaching our periapsis. We have that at 17. It's at 70. So we're going to have to make our adjustments soon. Once I have that done, I will bring you back in. Okay. Just bringing it back in because I think we're about to see the sunrise. Followed by carbon rise, I believe. But as you can see there, our current height is only 4 kilometers from the surface. And we are going to go down to 979 meters, and the apoapsis is at 18,000 meters. but basically we're going to get oh, there it goes. Popped in pretty fast there. But as you can see a lot, starting to see some detail now as the light causing the shadows to appear over the surface. And yeah, it almost looks like we're going to go so low that we might actually smack into the surface, because we are getting pretty low here. 2,300. This video can't orientate the camera around so that it's flipped the other way, because it looks kind of crap just kind of coming in like that, because looking at it sideways. I prefer to see it slow this down a bit. We're going to, we'll bring it down to 1 and we actually like to take a look here. Actually, I'll wait till we get that a little bit lower, till we're around the 1,000 mark, which should be pretty soon. Yeah, I'm almost at the periapsis. Yeah, as you can see, it's starting to render. Just slow that down to 1 there. It is starting to render the ground a bit better. I should be able to slow us down a bit without burning off the thrusters too much, because I need to, well, I don't need to, but I want to bring down our apoapsis. So once I reach the periapsis, I'm going to do that. Okay. Still need to get a little bit lower. Actually, I might even try for 500 meters. No, I can't. I can't go lower than 700 meters actually. And I'm just coming up on the periapsis now. What's the periapsis at? 757. If I do this slight burn to bring down this, I might bring this down to 700 meters. I'm actually just using the thrusters to do this. Okay, 619. That's 90. Okay. 15. Because any lower than that and I run the risk of hitting a mountain. Yeah, we're at warp 1. We're still going pretty fast. 563 meters a second. See, if I actually try to bring that down any lower, I'm definitely going to hit 458 meters. Oops. Oh. 446. Okay, stop hitting that button, BJ, and turn off the damn RCS. Yeah, see, I could. See, okay, I've been told that the highest any mountain is 600 meters, and I'm now going to go down to 400 and something. So this is going to go pretty low. Actually, once I get past the periapsis, I might do another little thruster burn. And okay, 5987. This is a lot lower than I should actually go, because I am now running the risk of actually slamming into the side of a mountain. But I'm right over a crater here, so the lowest point is going to be up here. So, well, hopefully I don't run into a mountain. Not that it matters, because I actually don't think I have enough fuel to get home. And here's... oh dear. Oh dear, we could hit a mountain here. We're going to hit. Point this up. Lock. Burn. No. No, oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, we're gonna hit. We didn't hit. But we are gonna slap the surface. Yeah, we're way too low. We are way too low. I'm going to spin this around slightly, and I'm just going to do a burn to raise us up. There, oh, it actually rotated there. Cut the fucking engine! Okay, wow. Whew, that was nerve-wracking, and I think we're spiraling out of control. Yep. Yep. We're in a lot of danger. Or we were in a lot of danger. We're rising now. Ooh, that was intense. That was intense. We almost hit a mountain. Oh, that was so close. That was so freaking close. Oh boy. I should probably turn the stabilizers back on. I'm actually really panicked from that. Let's spin this around. So yeah, we almost hit a mountain. What's this? Oh, that's the moon's on. Okay. So there's my apoapsis. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get to here, then raise the periapsis, and I got to... where's carbon? I've got to wait till I'm actually where I am now. So I'm gonna have to bring up my periapsis and then burn out to about here. And then that will allow me to travel out and then get caught by carbon's gravity. And hopefully I have enough fuel for that. So I'm going to drop out again and bring you back once I'm at the apoapsis. I accidentally hit the button there before I'd finished talking. Oh, my bundle of nerves. Okay, just did my burn there. I forgot to hit the record button. So I was talking to myself momentarily. Although I am technically talking to myself now. But at least I know my voice is going to be heard by at least one person. So I've got the periapsis up to 15,000 meters. So I need to get around to roughly about where the periapsis actually is and burn. Burn like a motherfucker to get home and hope I don't run out of fuel. So I'm going to do that now, and once again I will bring you back in once I've reached the periapsis. Actually, just what's the fuel situation here? Almost a full tank, but I do have a vectoral engine and not a full-blown engine, which is probably better because I won't burn fuel as fast, but it doesn't have the same power. But anyway, bring you back at the periapsis. And as promised, here we are, approaching the periapsis. So I'm going to slow down now. I'll slow up a tiny bit more. Just want to aim that periapsis there about there, because if I burn right there, then I'll extend straight out that way, but I want to extend slightly out this way. So actually when I'm about here, Speed this up. If I'm wrong about this, then Bill Bob and Jebediah are going to be stuck orbiting the moon forever. So I need to flip my rocket around. And here we go. Let's hope this works. Okay, okay. So far so good. Okay, 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 okay. Oh! God fucking damn it. Actually, you know what? That might be just enough to get... No, fuck that. I'm gonna shrink that down a small bit. I'm not sure exactly what that should be at, but I presume it should be similar to the 11 million kilometers that you need to have it out. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. I'm so gonna run out of fuel. Oh. Come on, come back. A little bit more. Okay. This time, take it easy. There. There. God damn it! What's my fuel? Fuel's not too bad. If I took it back into the orbit of Kerbin, then I should actually have enough fuel to land on the actual planet. But knowing my luck, I'll slam straight into the side of a mountain and the fucking thing will explode. That's if I do make it back. So I'm going to just start fast forwarding here. And as we approach Kerbin, oh, wrong button. As we approach Kerbin, I will bring you back in. So yeah, we've just ended up in some weird ass fucking orbit around oh my god, I'm gonna have to shrink this. So yeah, I did get captured. I just got captured in a weird ass way. So I need to bring this down. These poor 3 bastards. They must be crapping themselves. Bill and Bob, as usual, crapping themselves. Jebediah. Yep, he's on crack. Jesus, I hope I don't get feels fine. But this has been a bizarre mission to the moon. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. And there's still a lot more that can go wrong. I could still get tossed out of orbit because as Corbin moves, and the moon is catching me up, so hopefully I won't get caught in its gravity again, because that would be annoying. Okay. Go down to 100 times. Okay. Let's zoom out. Now let's do our burn again. Oh, what way am I flipping the ship? Bring down the apoapsis. And we'll bring this down to about 100,000. Because I don't want to just dive straight down into the planet. I want to bring down a relatively controlled re-entry. And so I can better aim it and try to hit an ocean. Although anytime I ever try to hit the ocean, I just never do. So we're at 200, 20, 104, that'll do. So we are in fact now orbiting our homeland, and there was the moonrise. That's the optimum time to burn for the moon. Get down to warp 10, and I'm approaching periapsis. So we're going to hit that soon, and then I'm gonna collapse the apoapsis. So here we are. So I'm going to bring down the apoapsis, or well, it'll flip over to the periapsis. So technically, I guess I'll be collapsing the periapsis, my lowest point in the orbit. I'm going to do that here because I want to aim for the ocean, and I'm coming up to a really, really big ocean here. I can have the RCS on now because there's no need to have it, and boy do I need to bring this down. Look at my fuel, and I'm past the periapsis, so now or never. Oh, don't let me run out of fuel. Don't let me run out of fuel. I'm out of fuel. Am I? I am. No! So, thrusters it is. I was actually doing that the wrong way. I was speeding the ship up instead of slowing it down. No, okay, we're going to be stuck in orbit. Because I'm about to run out of RCS stuff. And that's way too high to bring down. So yeah, a few mistakes that kind of burned up fuel. And we were almost there. We're actually probably just low enough now that 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 our rescue mission could be mounted, and we're out of RCS fuel, so that's pop. And unfortunately, we're never going to come down from this because, as you can see, our altitude is climbing, and we're going to go up to 433,000 meters, and the lowest we'll ever get is 101,000. So yeah, while I had the opportunity, I actually probably should have just landed straight into the planet. But at least we'll say from this position, the three boys can be rescued. Bill, Bob, and Jebediah. And Bill and Bob know the score. They know they're stuck in orbit. And Jebediah doesn't care that he's stuck in orbit. So that's it. That was our mission to the moon. It went terribly awry, but what can you do? Basically, we're stuck, but they can be rescued. So that's the important part. That's what you keep thinking to yourself. They can be rescued. So we are now sinking, gaining speed. There's the sunrise. So yeah, all in all, this was a relatively pleasant trip, and hopefully next time we will have a bit better success and won't get our guys trapped in orbit. So see you next time.